Hello, everyone. Today's chess puzzle is, well, that's a tough one. A real brain twister.
Oh, is that right? Let's hear it.
Okay, so White's queen is sitting pretty, on C8.
Oh, wait, C8. Got it.
And their pawns, they're all lined up on D6, E5, A3, F3, G2, H2. Classic pawn structure.
Interesting.
They've also got their rook on E1, the bishop on F1, and the king, well, he's hanging out on G1.
Okay, I'm picturing it. What about black's pieces?
Right, so black's got their bishop on F8, the king on G8, pawns on B7, H7, A6, G6, and F4. Oh, and another bishop on C6, their queen's on D5, and a knight's ready to pounce on D4.
Okay, so quite the setup, huh? What's the puzzle here?
Well, if you look closely, black's knight on D4, it's got its eyes set on F3.
Yeah, I see that.
And if it manages to land there, well, let's just say white's king could be in a whole heap of trouble.
Ah, I see. Yeah, white's king is already kind of boxed in, isn't he?
Exactly, and that open F file, it's like a giant target on his back. It makes him super vulnerable to checks.
And with black's queen sitting on D5, it's like she's got a sniper rifle aimed right at that file.
Right, if black can just pry open that F file a little more, well, the king's escape routes are pretty much gone.
So the million-dollar question is, how does black exploit this weakness? How do they really turn the screws on white?
The answer is a series of moves. It goes like this. Knight from D4 to F3.
Okay, sacrificing the knight, bold move.
White has to capture, right. So pawn from G2 to F3.
I get it. They have to take the knight. But what happens next?
That's when things get interesting. Black moves their queen from D5 to C5.
Oh, I see. Now the queen's got a clear shot at the king. That's a lot of pressure.
Exactly, and the king's only option is to run to G2.
But black isn't letting up, are they?
Nope. Black bishop on C6 now has a clear path to F3.
Oh, wow. So now the white king is forced even further down the board. On to F3.
And with the final move, black moves their queen from C5 to C8.
That's a checkmate threat. The queen's staring down the back rank.
Exactly. White's king is exposed, their pieces are scattered. It's not a checkmate, not yet, but it's a huge advantage for black.
Absolutely. White needs to be incredibly careful now. One wrong step, and it's game over.
Thanks for listening.